Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I will be discussing to you the lesson 4, which is the transforming data into information. So this lesson includes the following section. We have how computers represents data. So under that will be the binary numbers, the binary number system, the bits and bytes, and then the text codes. So in this lecture, we will discuss bits and bytes, binary on decimal numbers in detail so that you will gain the fundamental understanding about their meanings, what these systems are, and how they are work or how they work. To help you understand, let's first review the well-known decimal number system. So the decimal number system is a base 10 system that we use every day. So from 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We use it every day in our lives. So let's say, for example, we have 6,357. It is represented in the base 10 consists of multiple order digits. So in other words, digits are normally combined together in groups to create a large number. So it is understood that in the number 6,357, the 7 is filling the first place, while the 5 is filling the 10th place, and the 3 is filling the hundreds place, and then the 6 is filling the 1000th place. So you could express 6,357 this way if you want to be explicit. So 6 times 1000, we have 3 times 100, 5 times 10, 7 plus 1, and then the total of it would be 6,000 plus 300 plus 50 plus 7. So you could come up with a 6,357. So another way to express a decimal number system would be using the concept of power of 10. So thus another way to express the previous number, which is this 6,357, would be like this: 6 times to the power of 3, 3 times to the power of 2, 5 times to the power of 1, 7 times to the power of 0. So still you get the same total, or you get the same sum, which will be, or which is the 6,357. Now, let's talk about binary number system. So computers happen to operate using the base 2 number system, also known as the binary number system. So just like the base 10 number decimal number system is known as a decimal number system to human beings, to computers, there are only two possible numbers that they can understand, the 0 to 1. The common decimal number system is from 0 to 9, which is us human beings can relate, can understand. We are using it every day of our lives, whereas computers can only understand two numbers, base 2, which is 0 to 1, and that is a uh, binary system. Okay, so binary system, we have the fundamental point. Modern computers use binary system in which there are only zeros and one, only two symbols. A bit to binary is decimal to a digit to a decimal information. So when I say 10th digit, first digit, one digit is for the decimal number system, compared to the binary that 1 or 0 is considered to be bit or 1 bit. Again, the easiest way to understand bits is to compare them to something you know, which is the digits. Digits for decimal number system, bit to binary number system. So when you see a bit has a single binary value, either 0 or 1, since binary system has only two possible numbers, which is 0 to 1. So either that is considered to be 1 bit. Okay, so binary versus decimal. So again, binary is a base 2 system which works just our decimal system. Considering the number system, it has a set of values which ranges from 0 to 9. The binary number system is base 2, and therefore it requires only two digits, which is 0 to 1. So decimal number system, 10 based, whereas the binary number system is based 2 or 2 based. Okay, so why don't computer use a base 10 decimal numbers for numbers, countings, and arithmetics? Why not 4 based? Why not 7 based? So why 2 based? So the answer is we know that the computer doesn't have the real brain inside. In fact, it is made up of mostly of semiconductors materials such as silicon. Yet a computer acts in many ways as if does have a real brain because it can memorize data with the use of our storage and memories and derive new information operations from the input data. So computer is really made up of semiconductor materials which we called switches. So when you know switches, there are only two possible state, which is the on and off. So if you have a switch in your house, it does it work? It's the same as the computer or how it works. You're gonna turn it off, which is 0. You're gonna turn it on, which is 1. So you also might want to know why binary of all the there is decimal number system, there's this binary number system, so why choose binary? No, the simplest answer is, basically speaking, binary system simplifies information represented or representation and information processing in electronic world. So again, to simplify the operation or to simplify the representation and information being fed into the computer or being fed into the electronic world, you just have to use two state, which is the 0 to 1, the binary system. Binary system also is the easiest one to implement from the hardware point of view. As I've said a while ago, binary system is just like a switch. You just have to turn it off or to turn it on, 0 to 1. That's the easiest and the simplest way that uh, most of the electronics materials uh, that being wired in the motherboard or electronics world point of view. Now, the binary number system suits a computer extremely well because it allows simple CPU and memory designs. Okay, so a CPU or a central processing unit and memory are made up of millions of tiny switches. So semiconductor switches, CPU and memory are made of switches, so that can be either on or off. So two symbols, 0 or 1. When we say 0, it's off. When we say 1, it's on. It can be used to stand for the two state off, on, and off. So if you're going to open a computer, a motherboard, the CPU and the memory are actually there are only two states that are being operated in the tiny materials, in the tiny electronics or integrated circuits. It's just 0 to 1. When it is being connected or it is being off, it's 0. When it is being connected, it is 1. So that's why computer use binary. So computer processing is performed by transistors, which are switches with only two possible states, on and off. All computers' data is converted to a series of binary numbers 1 or 0. So for example, you see a sentence of a collection of letters, but the computer sees letter as a collections of 1 or 0. That's why later on of our topic, you are gonna convert a word, convert it into binary so that the computer can understand, which is the language of the computer is just a binary language, which is 0 to 1. I don't know if you have experience like or watching most sci-fi movies wherein the computer usually flaw or the computer usually communicate with the number 0 or 1 only, which is on and off, uh, two opposite state only. There's only two possible state. So if the transistor is assigned a value of 1, so if ang transistor, the transistor that is being connected in the storage or memory, if it is being assigned as 1 or it is being connected, it is on. So that's 1. If it is a value of 0, so it is off. A computer's transistors can be switched on and off millions of times each second. That's how a memory or a CPU, central processing unit, works. It can actually operate millions or even billions of times each second. So this is actually an example of how a simple word converted into a binary numbers. So H is actually equivalent to 01001001. Later on, you will discover how it is being converted into this certain number system, or into this certain combinations of binary numbers. So here are some words. So these are the binary equivalent that computer can understand. So let's say, for example, if you're making a document in your if you're typing any word to the computer using the Microsoft Word, every letters or every numbers or every words or letters that you are going to input in the computer, all of it are actually converted into one or zeros, so that the computer can process the data, and then it can output to whatever you want it, or whatever output you are desiring, or you desire. So the other example is the decimal number system. So compared to the decimal number system, we have 10 base 10. So it's 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. These are the 10 different symbols in a decimal system. when it's actually more than when it's actually more than the 10 base 10, it will increment its number, whereas in binary number there's no incrementation, there's no there's no increment or incremental operation. You just need to use 0 or 1, 1 or 0. Okay, so let's continue. So the binary number system, to convert data into strings of numbers, computer use the binary number system. Humans use decimal system. So we use decimal system like how old we are. So we are 30 years old, 32 years old. We're actually using the decimal number system. Worldwide, we're actually using number system, decimal number system. So this stands for 10. Okay, so the binary number system works the same way as the decimal number system, but it has only two available symbols, which is 0 to 1, rather than the decimal, which it has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here on this side, there is a base 10 and a base 2. So of course, base 10 is the decimal number system, and then the base 2 is the binary number system. So when you see 2, the equivalent in binary is 1 or 0, not 10. It's 1 or 0. So, and so on and so forth. So when, let's say for example, we have 10 for the decimal number system for 10. When you convert it into binary number system, it will be 1010. And this is how it happened. So this is actually a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 bits of decimal number system. So when we say 178, this is the total number of how the number binary number is being converted. So let's say for example, uh, 0 0 0 for decimal number system, base 2 is 0. So when you say base 10 for decimal number system, for the binary number system, it will be 1. And then when we have the 2, decimal number system, the value will be 10 because the value for the 2 to the power of 1 and 2 to the power of 0, the total number for that will be 10. Because 2 to the power of 0 is 0, 2 to the power of 1 is 2. So when you convert it into binary, it will be 1 or 0. Now, let's say on number 4. So number 4 will, in the conversion from a decimal to binary number system, it will be 100. So 100 because 2 to the power of 0 is 0, 2 to the power of 1 is 0, but 2 to the power of 2 is 4. That's why it will be 1 here, 0, and 0. Okay, so I know it will take time for you to be able to grasp or to understand all of this, but with practice, I know you will get more of this. So let's proceed. So bits and bytes. So have you ever heard of words bits and bytes? Have you ever heard of an advertisement that says this computer has a 64-bit Pentium 4 processor with 256 megabytes of RAM and 100 gigabytes of hard disk space? Probably the answer is yes. So even if for a normal computer users, not to mention you're a C++ programmer, a bit from binary plus digit is the smallest unit of memory, also the unit of measurement of data information. Now I'm gonna proceed to the number of switches so that you will be able to understand how it will be uh, converted into binary representation. So let's say for example these are the number of switches. So it is off, so meaning to say it's 0. This would be on, so it will be 1. So off 0, off 0, on 1, on 1, off 0, and then on 1. So this is considered to be an 8 bits, 1 byte binary representation. So each binary, if you want to convert it into decimal, has its own equivalent numbers. So if you're going to represent these numbers, it would be like this. Okay. This is how it shows. Okay. So this number is actually a complete number of sets. So let's say for example, all the 8 switches have been uh, turned on. So each value is actually represented by each number. So if you notice the last this one, this is actually with a bit 8 bits in a byte, you can represent 256 values ranging from 0 to 255 as shown. So if these are being turned on, the value in the decimal number system will be 255. Now if you turn it off, the first one, this one, if this is being turned off, okay, so if this is being turned off, the value will be 254. So this is actually related to ASCII codes, which is ASCII codes is an acronym, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, so uh, I'll be I'll be ending this video because the next video that I will be discussing to you is your activities, because your activities is mostly on the number of switches required and then what are the possible combinations. Now I want to have a video that is more focused on that set of activities for you to be able to get the idea of what is a binary system using the number of switches. Okay, I hope you understand. And then if you have any questions, let me know so that I can assist you. Thank you.